Hello, kia ora, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you very much for joining us. And we are tracking this big low in the Tasman, which is about to transfer its energy from the western side of New Zealand out here to the eastern side. See that low to the north? That's going to take the energy from this system, shift it over here, and it's going to create a new low. Now, between those two lows, we've got what we call convergence. That's where two winds meet. That's where you're seeing all those thunderstorms. Easterlies on that side, westerlies on that side, and they meet right there. And that's where all the very heavy rain is, torrential rain, in fact. And that does pose a flood risk for this northeastern corner of the North Island. And on top of that, as that low moves in and sort of falls apart, the low air pressure means that there are more downpours, more isolated thunderstorms on the way, potentially severe thunderstorms still yet to come through. Once that has passed by tonight, that thunderstorm risk really does drop right off across the country. So this is how we look for the next 36 hours. This is from 7 o'clock this morning to 7 p.m. Thursday. And what you're seeing is this northeastern corner of the North Island being hit by heavy rain. That's that convergence zone we just talked about. So there's torrential rain just out at sea, but the rainfall totals over land have sort of dropped back a little bit from where they were yesterday. We're down to about 100 millimeters now. It was nearly double that yesterday. So there's a very fine line between that torrential rain falling just out at sea and the rain that's over land. So in other words, this whole area is an area to keep a very close eye on. The rainfall totals might exceed what is being forecast, which is around 100 millimeters roughly. Some will have 20 millimeters less, some will get 20 millimeters more, but that's really the ballpark we're talking about in this northeastern corner. At the other end of the country, where rain is desperately needed, in Southland, I'm sorry to say, you've only got about 2, 3, 4, 5 millimeters on the way. So let's take a look at the forecast. Now here is the big change as we go into Thursday. The low moves from the west coast, joins up with that other one, and deepens quite rapidly down to 982 hectopascals. That is quite a big drop. So that's going to make it into a storm. It'll have gale force winds around the centre of it, but it's drifting away from New Zealand now. But there is all that heavy rain, and that colour there shows about 80 millimetres in 24 hours. But like I say, it could be plus or minus 20 millimeters, and some might even get more than that. Especially if you get a thunderstorm that sits over the top of you, can double your rainfall totals, those isolated thunderstorms. So we've got wet weather around. The winds aren't very strong around Wellington. Calm conditions carry on there, and there's a slight southerly flow or southwesterly flow at the bottom of the country. Now, as we get towards the end of the week on Friday, the low out here, still a storm, but it's drifted further away from the country, and we've got a cooler southerly right over the North Island. So that's why the thunderstorm risk really vanishes. And you'll see a bit of rain still lingering around these places that have had a lot of rain, Northern Hawke's Bay and Gisborne. You've got about another 30 millimeters coming through on Friday in that 24-hour period as well. So that's quite a lot of rain still yet to come through. And like I say, that storm could still produce some bigger totals in that northeastern corner. So keep up to date with the Met Service warnings and watches. By the way, we've got rain returning over here on Friday for New South Wales. And as we get into the weekend, it stays raining over here on Saturday. But this big high ballooning out from Tasmania and Victoria is going to push that rain further northwards. And also in the New Zealand area, it's going to help eventually push that low away, which is weakening as the high rolls on in. So Saturday sees more southerlies, showers, maybe another 15 millimeters in that eastern side. Otherwise, most places are dry, just a couple of very light showers down in Southland. Now on Sunday, a few more showers down here, bit of a southerly flow, but here is quite a big high coming in, 1030 hectopascals. That's going to help push the weakening low further away. But again on Sunday, more showers. There'll be dry spells as well in the mix. Hawke's Bay should have some dry spells in there, Waited Upper as well. But we've still seen plenty of coastal showers brushing up around Mahia Peninsula and Gisborne. And the La Nina feeling coming back to Australia with the easterlies and the wet weather. And then over here on the other side, what was Cyclone Charlotte. And our final map for Monday next week shows rain across Western Australia, rain across Eastern Australia, rain, or showers I should say, showers really across the eastern North Island, high pressure over the South Island. That is not what Southlanders want to hear. They want rain. We're looking towards April 1st or the start of April to get some rain into the lower part of the country, and plenty of sunshine for the western and northern parts of the country. So that is the forecast, quite a lot going on at the moment. Now, before I go, I want to say a big thank you to the team at Alert Info. Look at all the current alerts they've got issued at the moment, and they cover everything from weather to roading to police, fire, you name it. So visit alert.info. That is their website, alert.info. And a big thanks to Stu and the team. That is a lot of warnings that are currently active. So there is a lot going on there. Check them out. They are a great service across the country. That's all from me. We will see you again tomorrow, Thursday, with our next update.